What up, what up, what up? It's K.Honesty, and I'm about to do a review of Baddies Caribbean, episode 17. So, I can't believe it's episode 17. God damn, they dragged the shit out this show. I just realized what I said, like 17 is crazy. But if you haven't seen the 17th episode of Baddies Caribbean on Zeus Network, turn this video off, go watch the episode, come back and watch this video. And please like and subscribe to the channel. Liking and subscribing to the channel is a simple and free way to support my channel. Please hit the like button and please leave some comments below of what you would grade this week's episode and what you thought of this week's episode. And hit the subscribe button so you won't miss out when I post things. And I'm not a public speaker, so I will tend to fumble my words and say and so and like 1,000 times. I may stop my speaking to regain my thoughts. I may slow my speaking down to regain my thoughts. Definitely going to be looking at my notes that I take throughout the show, as y'all just heard me fumble my words. And I like to grade the episodes before and after my reviews. This episode pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie. This episode really pissed me off. I hate that I had to watch it twice because I watched it last night while I was eating my dinner and I couldn't take the notes at the same time, so I had to watch it again today when I got off from work and took my notes. But this episode pissed me off. It was just the same old bullshit. C-. I'm gonna give it a C-. It ain't nothing I can do. Like, the shit pisses me off. And, you know, I might be biased when I talk about this review. Like, motherfuckers, you might not agree with what I say in this review. But I don't give a fuck because these are my reviews and how I feel. So I'm gonna state my opinion about how I felt about this episode. So, last chance. Episode 17 of Baddies Caribbean on Zeus Network. If you have not seen it, turn this video off. I'm about to spoil the entire episode. So let's get right into it. The episode begins where we left off at the end of last week's episode with this back and forth between, well, not even a back and forth because Jellybean wasn't really saying nothing. It's just like basically Callie going off on Jellybean at this Baddies dinner. And she throwing food at Jellybean. Jellybean just kind of just standing there smiling like she always fucking do. And I'm just like, what a waste. Like I said, she should have never been on the damn show. And the only reason Natalie picked her because she felt like Natalie has her back and she fought Callie for her, or she feel like Jellybean's gonna fight for her. But really, she shouldn't have been on the show. She got demolished on that beach. She shouldn't be on the show. So Callie, yeah, she's going off on Jellybean. Food is being thrown, which prompts Diamond to be like, food fight. And they like, Diamond, no. I thought that was a funny moment, because like, that was something she was doing to try to kind of lighten the mood. So I kind of felt like that was a funny moment, and if they like joined in, probably would have changed into something else. I don't know what would have happened if they actually would have did the food fight, but I felt like Diamond was trying to lighten the mood in that moment. It just didn't work. It's not going to work with a cast like this. So, of course, since it's Callie, Callie gets up. Gretchen gets up. That's her girl. It's like, it's understandable. It's like as she should. Jayla inserts herself because she has nothing else to fucking do. Inserts herself in her confessional. She's like, it's okay that Gretch, it's okay to have your girl's back, but let her handle her own business. You mean like you let Scotty handle her own business when she came down there to confront Gretch? Like Scotty let you handle your own business when you was getting, like, I just don't understand. It's the double standard. Like, if the roles was reversed, nobody would have a problem with somebody standing behind their friend. But because it's somebody that most of the cast don't like, y'all have a problem with Gretch standing behind her friend, standing up just in case shit get crazy. I just don't like the double standard. I hate that Gretchen had to leave. She wasn't my favorite, of course. She probably wasn't even one of the ones I really liked. I mean, I ain't even gonna say I liked her like that. I like how she stood on business, if you say, like, as people say. She stood like she didn't come on that pussy. Cause she like 100 and something pounds, wet, soaking wet. But that elbow did look nasty, and I didn't say that before. That elbow, when I saw her fighting Scotty, I said, "Oh, that elbow looks bad." So I am glad that she left to go get that checked out, cause that shit might be. It looked like it was inflamed and all some more shit. But I was just thrown off how people had a problem with Gretch standing up for her friend. Because we know if the roles was reversed and it wasn't Callie and Gretch and it was anybody else on the cast, well, I mean, not even going to say anybody else on the cast. If it was somebody on the cast that people fucked with, it wouldn't even be an issue about them standing behind their friend. But because it's Gretch and Callie, they have a problem because the whole damn house don't like them. I was just like, okay. And one thing, I mean, I done said this before in reviews before. I always root for the underdog. So the people that everybody is always against, I'm always going to root for them. I'm sorry. Because they standing alone and depending on how they handle the situation, it makes me fuck with them more. So I'm just like, y'all have no reason to be mad about Gretch defending her friend. Mariah Lynn had something to say, like, girl, didn't you fight, you fought Callie at the intro dinner or whatever, the meetup on the first episode because she had a beef with Natalie. I think you fought Jelly Bean on the beach because she had a beef with somebody. I don't know. I don't remember that situation. But I was just like, and Meatball, you acting like you wouldn't slide. You wasn't, or you was already trying to slide for Tink in the beginning of the season before y'all had y'all falling out on this episode. So don't act like y'all not on here fighting for y'all friends. I'm just like, okay. I'm just like the fucking double standard of it all. Like, that's what I said. They pick and choose. And that's exactly what Kiva was trying to say at the dinner. Like I said in my last review, she didn't really comprehend it right, but that's exactly what she meant. Like, y'all pick and choose, y'all side, y'all click up, and y'all choose who's right in this instance, who's wrong. You know, it's just like come on. So then Nunu and Anna, they have another back and forth. And then the dinner ends. And I'm not sure. They say that Anna was trying to get to Nunu. I didn't see it. Not good enough to me after the dinner was over. All I saw was after the dinner was over, Anna immediately went to go check Mariah Lynn. Why aren't you checking the bitch that this was coming for your ass at the table? Why aren't you trying to check Nunu? But then we see the scene in the car with Nunu talking to Jelly Bean and Kiva. And then we see Anna outside like, let her fight me now. I want to fight her now. Well, you know, one, that they're not going to let you fight because you're so-called injured. And two, Nunu's already in the car. So I'm just like, Anna not even a little ass scurry. Like, she just a little scurry ass. Like, I just can't with her, bruh. I got more to say about Anna ass, but I'm going to wait till we get to the end. Because that shit right there was just like, okay, girl, like, you go to check Mariah Lynn instead of checking the bitch that was checking you at the table. And she trying to get out there with you, and you just keep talking shit. Like, so then we get this little FaceTime scene between Callie and Gretch. Gretch is back in the States, about to get that nasty ass elbow checked out. I hope all is well, whatever. They talk about dinner. They talk about the replacements moving in. At one point in this conversation, Callie's like, "Oh, Gretch, the replacements not getting your room neither, bitch. I'm gonna use those for my bags." Bitch. Now, I like you, Callie, but girl, you know damn well if them replacements don't got no rooms, they gonna take Gretch's room. Like, girl, I was just like, I like you now, but saying that, girl, no. And then, you know, Gretch gives her final thoughts. And like I said, like, Gretch wasn't my favorite person, but she didn't let nobody run her out the house. She left for a serious injury. I could see if she said something was wrong with her elbow looked fine. But I seen that motherfucker looked bad. So I can understand why she left. Even Taseki and Rolly admitted later on in this episode that elbow looked bad. That elbow did look bad. So she ain't let nobody run her out the house. I give her that. She left on her own accord. I was like, hey. So we get this scene, Nunu and Kiva, they're in the Sprinter on the way to the house. And this is when we find out that Jelly Bean scary ass left. I think Nunu said she did a bid or something. So I'm like, if you did a bid, why are you acting like this is something that you can't handle? And she says, the Jelly Bean says in her confessional that she suffers from PTSD. You suffer from PTSD, but this is triggering. She says it's triggering her PTSD, but you ran up on Callie on the beach unprovoked. So So of course Nunu and Kiva are talking about, you know, what to expect when they come in the house. They already know what it is. Like, it ain't gonna be no, hey girl, you know. They know what it is coming into the house. And Kiva, she kind of explains a little more about why she has these feelings towards Scotty Tasiki and kind of now Anna. She says that when she got into it with Tinka at Lemmy's party, she says for one, Scotty wasn't even there. And she says after that, Tasiki and Anna was calling her aggressive. And I'm like, ain't that some shit? A black woman and a Spanish woman, because I still don't know what the fuck Anna is mixed. Does Anna have any African descent in her? Because if not, she ain't black. So of course, a black woman, Taseki, and a Spanish woman, Anna. How quaint of you to call another black woman aggressive. How quaint of you. And Taseki got the nerve to call somebody aggressive. What did Jelly Bean say? At the beginning of the season, when Taseki ran up on Jelly Bean was like, you big ass gorilla always going around eat. Like this. Exactly. Like, Taseki, you the last motherfucker to be calling somebody aggressive. So then we get this scene with Taseki and Rolly smoking on the balcony and talking and whatnot. And Rolly brings up her fight with E.T. Of course, she has to mention that E.T. had supposedly had rings on, because I didn't pay attention to E.T.'s hands. I don't know if she had rings on. But that's a perfect excuse to use when you got your shit bopped up. So she says E.T. had rings on. Who knows if she did or not. I mean, play it back. I'm not going to. You got your ass beat. You should just deal with it. Taseki tells Rolly in this moment, you know, me and E.T. made up, but I can kind of understand why y'all haven't made up, or why it took us so long to make up, because E.T.'s young-minded, this, that, and the third. They talk briefly about the dinner. This is when they talk about, you know, Gretch. And everybody has something I don't understand. Everybody has something to say about Gretch defending her friend. And I'm not going to keep repeating myself, sounding like a broken record, but if it was anybody else, it would not be a big deal. But then they talk about the replacements moving in. And I don't even think it's that relevant to bring up in every scene that they talking about the replacements moving in. But the thing that blows me... No, I'm going to wait till I get to it, because I want to go scene for scene. But then we get this fucking scene. Scotty and Tinka, they walking on the beach, and they talking about the whole Kiva calling Scotty and Saseki out and whatnot. And then Biggie and Meatball walk over. And Meatball also has so much shit to say about Gretch defending her friend, talking about if you so injured, why would you try to fight your friend? If you was injured, if you had a broken leg and somebody was trying to get at your friend, you telling me you wouldn't jump out there and try to fight for her or fight with her just because you injured? What her being injured got to do with her fight for a friend? Like, yeah, she leaving because she injured, but she's still not gonna let her friend sit right here and get jumped or get antagonized or any what the case may be. So I'm just like, all this shit that y'all saying is just so hypocritical, because if it was anybody else, it would not be a big issue. And I just hate that they keep saying that. So where am I? So then they begin to fill Biggie in on the dinner, because of course Biggie wasn't there. And they tell her about, you know, Nunu and Anna's argument or whatever. And now everybody got a problem with Mariah Lynn for telling Nunu about her fight with Anna. And I got 3 points to make about that. 1 point, Nunu, I mean, I'm not saying Mariah Lynn did, but 1 point, Mariah Lynn might not even have told Nunu. Like, that shit was going around the house and everything. The way y'all talk, Nunu probably found that out by somebody else or from somewhere else. 2, even if Mariah Lynn did tell her, what does it fucking matter? Like, no, I don't think that was one of the points I wanted to make. I know one of the other points I wanted to make was maybe Mariah Lynn told Nunu this shit when she was still beefing with Anna. So maybe she was just, you know, venting, because she said she been hanging out with the new girls. And then they talk about why would she tell Nunu when Nunu's a replacement? Nunu's, even though she's a replacement, replacements are still cast. So it's just like, why can't she be privy to this knowledge? I was just like, it's just the dumb shit. Because why are we mad at Mariah Lynn for Nunu jumping in something? Like, because I done said, Nunu, she jumped in something that didn't have nothing to do with her. I understand she said she lost her mom and she felt the way about the incident. But at the same time, it had nothing to do with her. But at the same time, why are we getting at Mariah Lynn? She didn't tell Nunu to do none of this. Nunu did this on her own. And now she online saying that the producer told her to do it. So it's just like, now what? Oh my God, somebody cutting fucking grass? Let me hurry up. So, where am I? So then we get this back and forth between oh, he right here. God damn. This nigga cut the grass every day. Anyways, he just did it yesterday. That's why I'm like, what the fuck? Like, so Tinker and Meatball started to have this back and forth and about their friendship. And I'm not even gonna lie to you, I don't really care for Tinkerbell and Meatball that much, so I ain't really write too much about what they argued about. I just I ain't gonna hold you, I kind of fast forward a little bit. But I did notice at one point it looked like Tinker was laughing while trying to cry. She was sitting at the table with Scotty and she was like, this is my life. And it looked like she was smiling. So I'm just like, maybe this scene was just for the cameras. And then it made it even feel more like it was for the cameras when she grabbed Meatball's face and put it to the camera and kissed it. I was just like, so this is like a camera moment, kind of. It just gave cringe. And I was just like, I don't like neither one of y'all, so I don't really give a fuck how y'all friendship turned out or anything about this damn argument. I was like, next. So then we get to this scene. Nunu and Kiva arrive at the house. And this is why I say I kept bringing up that in all the little other scenes in the beginning, the people was talking about, in every scene before this scene, with the one-on-ones, they was talking about the replacements coming in the house. When Nunu and Kiva finally got to the house, these bitches was in there acting like they didn't know that they was coming. I don't know if it was the way it was edited or if they was doing that shit to be funny. Maybe they was, but why was they acting like they didn't know that they was coming in the house today? Even Natalie said when they got to the bar, she was like, the replacements are here. We knew they were coming since dinner last night. I was like, yes, like why the fuck are we acting like nobody know? People in their confession was like, oh, the replacement's here, and I'm trying to figure out why they bringing their stuff in here. Like, what? Why y'all ain't pressed that when they was at the dinner and Natalie said they coming into the house? Why y'all wasn't at dinner saying, oh, no, they not coming to the house. They ain't bring their stuff in. But y'all in y'all confessionals now talking about, I'm trying to figure out why they coming in the house. Like, it's just so corny and so, like what? Oh, now he coming his ass up here. Oh, I'm about to get mad. So then Nunu and Kiva, so Nunu and Kiva go to the bar. They ignoring because honestly, immediately talking shit when they come in. A lot of people saying a lot of stuff. Nunu and Kiva low-key ignoring it. And they just like, man, where the drinks at? They go to the bar. And everybody follows. Everybody follows their ass. Y'all supposed to not so care. But everybody's following their ass to the bar. I'm annoyed because this nigga right here. Like, I'm annoyed as fuck. I've been at work all day. This nigga just now cutting the fucking grass when I'm doing this fucking review. I'm fucking annoyed. But I'm going to try to get past it. And I apologize because I don't know how to block out backing sound. So, I'm going to try to do what I can do. So, Anna, she's talking. Everybody go to the bar. Nunu and Kiva go to the bar first. And everybody follows and shit. Diamond gets up on the bar and starts making this speech about some people might not feel comfortable sleeping in the same house as their ops. Bruh, before I could even think it, Nunu and Kiva took the words right out of my mouth. There have been multiple beefs in this house before we got here. Regardless if it was this house, the house in Puerto Rico, the house in wherever the hell y'all been all over the Caribbean, there have been multiple beefs and motherfuckers have slept fine. And I was just like, yes, like don't try to, like what are you doing right now, Diamond? Don't try to make that something because it's not. Before Kiva and they was like Nunu and Kiva was like, before we had our beefs, y'all been having beefs in this house and shit. So don't try to make it seem. I was like, yes, like fucking exactly. They took the words right out of my brain. Right when I was thinking that shit, they said it. And I was like, exactly. Like, y'all bitches pick and choose. It's a picking and choose. It's a dick rider dictatorship. It's all that shit in one. It's hypocrisy. It's all that shit in one. So, Anna, she starts talking more shit. Telling Nunu Diamond want to fight her. Why Diamond want to fight her now? And Nunu's like, catch your own fade. Exactly, catch your own fade. I don't want to hear that injured bullshit. So this is when everybody moves into the living room. And Diamond's like, Nunu, do you want to fight Anna? And Nunu's like, it's whatever. And instead of Anna fighting for herself because she's so-called injured, and if Anna is so-called injured, why the fuck is she on the show when she know what the fuck it is? Don't they tell people that when they act scary on the show? They be like, they came on the show. They know what it is. If her and Rolly are so-called injured, they shouldn't even be on the show at all. That's a liability. Like Krishan being on the show pregnant. If they so-called injured to where something could happen to them physically, they shouldn't be on the show. You would think that Zeus would think about shit like that. That's a liability, ain't it? Why are they on the show if they're injured? Like this episode pissed me off. And if she's so injured, how does she have the ability to fight Mariah Lynn's mom, and Mariah Lynn's aunt a couple episodes ago? But she's so-called injured. Like, I just can't. They knew Nunu was gonna mop Anna ass, and Anna is like, I don't know whose favorite she is, but I guess she's like a favorite, and they didn't want that. That's what I'm getting from it, because ain't no way you gonna sit here and tell me that she done fought 3 motherfuckers, and if she's injured, she shouldn't be on the show. Her and Rolly should have set this season out. All the cast members from last season shouldn't even came back. We want fresh faces. We want new girls. We don't want the same bitches from last season. We do not. Who asked for that? Nobody. They don't listen to the fans at all. It was a whole petition to get Rolly off the show. They didn't listen to that. We do not need to see these same girls. And watch the Midwest Jones. They gonna all be back. They're gonna all be back. Mark my words. This shit is crazy and it's sad. So instead of Anna, who's injured, she has Diamond the Baddie, who loves to fight other people's battles, or just loves to fight. She loves to fight for no reason. Like, for no reason at all. She loves to fight whoever everybody's beefing with. Or she just want to fight somebody else's battles. So Anna has Diamond do that for her. So Diamond and Nunu, they fight this first round. And these are my opinions. In this first round, nobody won for me. I watched it twice. I didn't see a lick get hit off on neither one of their ends, Nunu or Diamond, in my opinion. So then Nunu, she runs up on Diamond and she punches her ass. Drops her and punch. She punches her and drops her ass while her back is turned. And I'm like, man, that's kind of karma for what Diamond was trying to do to Bianca when they was on the ATVs. I mean, that shit had nothing to do with you, Diamond, and you ran up behind Bianca and tried to hit her. So it's kind of karma for what you did to Bianca. But I mean, it was still fucked up of Nunu to do that. Still not cool of Nunu to do that, but it's kind of karma. Karma for your ass, Diamond the Baddie. You shouldn't be jumping in people's fights. You shouldn't be involving yourself in shit that ain't got to do with shit to do with you. You knew. Do you think these bitches really got your back the way you having their back? Because even Meatball was like, I think she won a Baddies chain. I don't know. She just want to be accepted. And she did too much. Because now you don't fuck with nobody on the cast. Now you got fades for everybody at the reunion. So when Nunu goes up and hits Diamond off guard, Biggie decides to insert herself. Which I understand. Diamond is her friend. But at the same time, if this was a Gretchen Callie situation and Gretchen was defending her friend like Biggie did, it would be a big problem. And it's the double standard of it all. If that was Gretchen Callie, it would be a problem that Gretchen did what Biggie did. But because it's Biggie, we fine with it. And Biggie gets another little lick off on Nunu when the security's holding Nunu. Wasn't too much of a big lick. So now Kiva trying to get at Biggie and Anna all hype. I want you to hit Biggie. You need to step back. Somebody punish her, please. Somebody get her ass. Because I don't even care about you being injured. I really don't. I hope they break your face. I do not care. Because you do too much talking. You jumping people. It's just too much. It's just too much. I don't care about your injury. I don't give a fuck. Because you obviously don't give a fuck. Because you came on a show where you know there'll be fighting. And you don't give a fuck about your injury. So if you don't give a fuck about your injury, I damn sure don't give a fuck about your injury as a viewer. So I hope somebody mop your ass up. I do not care. So now, Nunu and Diamond the Baddie, they go another round. And in this second round between Diamond the Baddie and Nunu, I would have to say it's a tie. I would call that a tie. I seen licks being put. I seen Nunu licks. I seen some of Nunu's licks land, and I seen some of Diamond's licks land in that second round. That first round, I don't think nobody won that. The second round, I would say it was a tie. So then Diamond takes her opportunity to run up on Nunu while Nunu's not looking. I'm just like, well, let's pay back. Let's pay back. And Kiva jumps in because Diamond hit Nunu off guard. And this is when Diamond the Baddie and Kiva, after that, they do a fair one. And Kiva was getting Diamond ass in that fair one. When they finally went head up, Kiva got Diamond ass. And you hear Anna telling Biggie to jump in it. And Biggie like, Biggie ain't jumping that shit. Because Biggie saw Kiva whooping that ass. Biggie saw Kiva whooping Diamond ass. Whooping Diamond ass until Kiva fell on her back. And then when Kiva fell on her back, who jumps in? Anna starts kicking and punching Kiva. Now, if Kiva want to get in your ass in the next episode, or Nunu want to get in your ass, it shouldn't be a problem because you throwing hands, but you don't want to get hit. Fuck your injury. I'm telling you, fuck your injury. You and Rolly have fought since being on this show, and y'all talking about y'all injured. I don't want to hear none of that bullshit. Fight catch your own fucking fade. Like, that shit is sad that you doing all this, but you can't catch your own fade. Take the L, because we know Nunu gonna dust your ass. Just take the L. And you never know, you might end up winning. Just take the L, Anna. Motherfuckers in there talking about y'all not touching Anna, y'all not touching Anna. I don't like that. Like, bruh, she doing all this hopping around, yelling, talking about let's do this, trying to fight, but nobody can touch her. She jumping people, but nobody could touch her. Like, fake getting active, but nobody can touch her. Like, this episode so pissed me off. Anna is a corny ass, wild ass bitch, and then you online talking about you jump anyway. I hope and pray. I never hoped and prayed for a bitch to get jumped in my life, but I hope she gets her ass jumped at this reunion so she can see how it feels to jump a motherfucker and be happy about it. Since you so happy about jumping motherfuckers, I hope somebody let her ass have it. Don't come to reunion saying you injured. Them injuries should be all healed up by then. I just really hope so. I never fully liked Anna. It was always a weird thing with how I felt about Anna, but this episode really made me hate her. I do not like her ass anymore. And now it makes me wonder even more, is she even black? Does she have any African descent in her? Because you out here saying nigga and all that shit, and Biggie too. And we don't know if y'all have any African descent in y'all to be saying that shit. But they want to get on Gretchen about the shit. Scotty, you too. Does Scotty have any African descent? I mean, if y'all know something, let me know in the comments. Let me know, please. I had a lot to say this jump. We almost 30 minutes. Like I said, the Dick Rider tatership, the hypocrisy, the double standard of it all, the hypocrisy of these episodes, I'm going to have to give it a C-. But of course, leave in the comments what you would grade it, what you thought of it, all that good stuff. We see in the next episode, they bringing Bianca back. It looks like she about to get washed by Sapphire. And I don't even like Sapphire, so that's saying a lot from me. But we have to see because we don't know how they be editing stuff. But we shall see how that's going to play out. See if Bianca going to fight Mariah Lynn too. I mean, it don't look like it's a lot happening in the next episode. We just need to wrap this up and get to the reunion. Because I'm ready to see somebody Molly whop Anna ass. And low-key Biggie too. Y'all can't keep hiding behind Taseki. Like, and Taseki needs to stop trying to bodyguard for them. Like, she's not gonna always be around when y'all run into y'all ops. I got worked up. But look, that's the end. Like I said, C-. But yeah, comment below what you would grade it and what you thought of it. And yeah, like and subscribe to my channel. Help me get to over 300 subscribers, which isn't even a lot. I always say that. Trying to get to 3 million, but you know, let's start slow and we'll build our way up. Liking and subscribing helps build my channel up, helps my timeline, my algorithm. It helps your timeline as well, so other people that review baddies and review stuff will pop up on your timeline. Things baddies related will pop up on your timeline, things like that. But that's all I got to say. Thanks for watching this review. Sorry about the loud ass lawnmower in the background. Like, subscribe, comment below. Again, thanks for watching. See y'all in the next one. Peace.